Gentlemen, welcome back. This is Reviving Real News. Today is Sunday, April 19th. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. It's a beautiful morning where I'm at. Sitting here watching the sun and the trees get their leaves. Some trees are blooming with flowers. It's a peaceful morning. But I hope you guys are doing well, especially in the times we live in today. Let's not kid ourselves. You're split in two. You've got half the demographic that was born in a period and an age where 80% of this stuff didn't exist and we lived differently. And now you got the other half that was born with all of this and doesn't know how to act or live the other way of life. It's very, very interesting times. And there's a famous saying. It goes as such. May you be blessed to live in interesting times. And I pray that was sarcasm, because I don't think anybody is truly comfortable. Content, yes, I believe in that, because I believe there are stoic men. It's a luxury in our time to be able to do what I'm doing right now, to sit in peace and quiet and just observe, what nature is doing, or just watch the sun and the clouds. I don't know what I see anymore. And there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger. And I know where I live, you could definitely see men have walked away. And gentlemen, I'm not talking about walking away from some beach beluga land whale or some walrus warthog ring tattooed up, whatever. No. No. I can't speak upon places that I haven't been or I have not lived. I can't speak upon that. I can only go what is told to me in person or what I gather through the internet. But I can assure you, at my age, I've never seen anything like it. And in my opinion, the ones who are doing the best at this present moment are the ones who practice stoicism and the ones that are doing what my previous video talked about, letting go. I notice when I go do things or do what I have to do as an adult, the amount of anger, the amount of lost, and I mean lost, like emptiness, soullessness, I mean something straight out of a 1990 blockbuster video horror movie. I mean, all of the cheesy gore. I mean, these people look and act just like that. And you hear and you see on the internet a lot of people complaining and whining about they want things to go back to the old ways. People miss this, people miss that. I'm here to tell you that that's not the majority of people. The majority of people are younger and they don't know what that life was like. They wouldn't be able to go 2 hours. But I'm curious is how things are in the real world where you guys are at. I really, truly am. And I tell you what, I don't partake in social media, and I damn sure do not let anyone or some stupid hardware or software think for me, tell me what to do, how to act, and how to come to a fucking conclusion. I was given a computer born with, by God, my brain. It's called critical thinking. And critical thinking is the most endangered thing in the planet right now. I don't care about no stupid animal or some dumb, stupid flower. I'm talking about humanity has lost the ability of critical thinking. What the actual? People are paying how much money a month for some stupid software to think for them and tell them what to do on April 19th, 2026 at 11:40 in the morning. There is a majority of this population that can't think for themselves or make a decision for themselves. What the hell? You try going to a grocery store, like a Kroger, or you try going to a Best Buy, even a pharmacy, and you ask the simplest question. Explain to me why every employee has to use a stupid device to figure something out. Where's the job training? Where's the knowledge? There's no experience. Gentlemen, we are living in interesting times. And I think I have an idea of who's winning. Because I know what I see when I go out. But it's not fun anymore. It's not enjoyable. I don't know. I don't know how you guys think or feel about things. But it's a very unique place in our timeline right now. On so many different levels. But you have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay strong. And you have to stay stoic. And you have to learn to let go, to progress forward. To get comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable. That's where growth comes from. The same thing when you're training in the gym to build muscle. You got to tear the muscle to build the muscle. You got to get uncomfortable and pain to get the gain. Gentlemen, let's revive some real news. In a world, men are the winners. And that's right, gentlemen. Everything that has happened in the last 50 to 40 years that's been out of our control, that has been forced upon, voted upon, illegally voted upon, might I add, illegally, all these things that have done to us. And look at what the outcome has been. And people wonder why we're in the state we're in. But the ones who are doing the best, and I'll argue anybody on this. I will go anywhere, anytime, any place, debate face to face if I have to about this. The ones who are winning this right now and are doing the best are the men. When you go out in public, whether it be Kroger's, CVS, I don't know, thrift shopping, what have you, if you really pay attention, not looking at your dumb phone or don't have your ears plugged in, etc., but if you actually pay attention to your surroundings, the ones who don't have that bitch face, the ones who who don't have that anger look, the ones whose bodies aren't tense, the ones who aren't being loud, bossy, those men are the ones winning. You know, the ones that look a little quiet, a little timid, shy, maybe the ones that just have that look, that stoic, maybe calm or a little grumpy look, but it's just their normal face. They dress normal, might have a ball cap on. But what you see is they're not complaining every 30 seconds. They know the battle they're up against before they get out of bed. So they plan accordingly for the day. And you can see it in their intentions in public. They don't let the chaos consume them. They're the rock in the river that allows the water to go around them. See, they stay stoic and strong and just let the chaos go around them like water. They stand in line at the checkout. They know what's coming financially wise, but they don't show it. They don't act upon it. And then they go do what they got to do. And after that, they go home. And guess what? They are happier than 98% of the population. And these men have nothing. They don't have no fancy car. They don't have some $10,000 home entertainment set up. They might not even have an $800 video game system. But what they do have is peace, peace of mind, quietness, cleanliness, time to think, process, decompress, and prepare for the next day. Because these men understand the 5 P's of life. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now look at the other side of the coin. And I'm going to get to my real point of this. When you go anywhere or have to do anything, we all know what the disturbance in the force is. We all know what the chaos is. We know what the virus is. And you can see it. And if you're a real man, you start to feel that anger build up in you. Because you know what you're experiencing and seeing is just absolutely unequivocally wrong. I mean, these people are miserable. They don't understand budgeting or finances or understand what's happening. They're not situationally aware. And they don't care because they're using some hardware and software to think and talk for them. I mean, these ladies literally cry and whine over the fact they have to sacrifice $2 here, $3 there, just so they can figure out if they're able to get their stupid raptor claws put on or get their fucking extensions put in. You got to sit there and watch them. I mean, seriously, make scenes in public because of they can't afford something or they're mad that they couldn't do whatever with their money and they only got 6 items. They're mad because there's a wrinkle in their stupid shirt, even though they're a 3 in reality, but they're sitting there more concerned about making a video or their appearance. So they can make a video complaining about the prices of something. You have to be the rock in that river and let the water and chaos just go around you. I mean, I've seen crazy disturbances. People just acting weird. And gentlemen, it's the ladies doing this. The absolute virus right now is not something in your blood or anything like that. It is the absolute parasite inside society's functioning brain. The feminization, the technology, and the lack of overall human interaction has completely destroyed the other side of humanity. I had to go pick up a prescription a couple of days ago. And when I picked it up, I said, thank you, have a good morning, and enjoy your weekend. I get cussed out. And you make that make sense, gentlemen. Make that make sense. Well, I'm going to tell you what the problem is, and here's how I know men are winning. If you gentlemen pay attention in society, pay attention in public, in the grocery stores, and the businesses, and I mean everything. Who is in charge? Who is working? And who's making the fucking decisions? It is women anywhere and everywhere. You see, men realized a while ago what the hell was coming. And the men like me walked away a long time ago. Gentlemen, call my bluff on this one. Go to a grocery store, and if you don't use self-checkout, who is the person that checks you out? Go to customer service. Who is there? Go to the deli. Who's working? Go to the pharmacy. Who's working? And even if you go to places and there might be a guy, he's obese, he's a neckbeard, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, he didn't have a dad, so he acts like a fucking girl. Men are winning. And men are going to continue to win. Men have walked away from all fields of employment. I'm not kidding you. Look, I'm not rich, okay, guys? I have to maneuver in society the way I have to. I use the bus. Okay? Majority are all female drivers. You're never on time. You're always late for your transfer. And they don't even know the rules of the road. Gentlemen, in this country, if you go see a doctor, majority of them are stupid, illegal women from some other country that hate white men. Pharmacies are either run by illegals or they're all women. Go to any government assistance agency, whether it be food stamps, insurance, whatever it might be, cash assistance, who knows. Hey, call me whatever you want to fucking call me. I don't care because I stand on my ground and what I believe. It's all run by angry, overweight, miserable women, specifically black ladies. There's no Caucasian people working at all. So if you have to go somewhere, it's already predetermined they don't like you. Call my bluff. Go to any job and family services, see who the majority of the employees are. Yeah, congratulations, men, because you have stuck it to them. The only reason I get mad is because we all have to deal with this now. Like when you need something done, majority of the time you have to deal with a stupid woman. And Lord help me, I hope the you know what don't get me for certain words I use. I got to figure out what I can say and can't say because the game done changed on me. But you can see how the other side got what they wanted and now we're gone. Look at how everything's falling apart. But then when you look at the man who walked away, you look at the man who's stoic and learned how to adapt and go. Look at the contrast. You've got a whole group over here. They might have all the material things and they might have this and that. They are freaking miserable, hateful. I despise them. But the guy over here with maybe an air mattress, coffee maker, maybe a little flat screen, maybe a laptop, maybe a couch or a love seat, some food in the cabinet in the fridge, access to the internet. Them guys are happy. They are happy. We don't have to smile on our face 24 hours to be happy. We know we're happy. We don't need attention. We don't need to show it. We don't need to be in some kind of fucking group to feel whatever. You make no mistake, gentlemen. Our actions have made a difference. They absolutely have made a difference. We just have to figure a way to continue being the rock in the river and just let the chaos go around us. That's what we have to keep focusing on and getting better at, because it's only going to come at us harder. You see, God puts his toughest warriors into battle. Nobody talks about how we have actually made a difference. Nobody talks about the fact that anything now, it is all women doing it. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that men actually did make a move in the war silently, like real G's, because real G's move in silent. Men have stopped talking. They've definitely stopped using their cards in their wallet. Men are not entertaining the BS in public anymore. No. And like I said, the ones that are doing the best are the ones that are the quiet ones. The ones that maybe look angry, but they're not. And the ones that don't show anything really. Like, look, I'm gonna call myself out, because I'm a type of person and I just can't change it. It's part of my traumatic childhood shit. But I am very, very self-conscious, which is why I haven't been on a video yet. There's videos of me on YouTube, yes. I got put on a sports podcast about a year ago, and I had to and I showed myself and everything, and I had to give the podcaster my real name and all this. But I'm very self-conscious. So even in today's culture and society, like when I do what I do in the morning and get ready for my day, I try to strive and prepare to be the best that I can. Like, look, I'm so bad, guys, even if I know I'm not going anywhere, I still will spend whatever in the bathroom, brushing teeth, getting clean, and then I'll still dress like whatever, knowing that I don't have to, but I can't help it because it's part of my childhood bullshit. So, like, I know there's exceptions. There's going to be people that have something or have nicer clothes, but they're still stoic and they still don't need attention and don't show it. Because I kind of fall into that category. I'm not going to lie to nobody, because if somebody sees me, they see me. I don't look like a scrub like I used to. When I lived in Cincinnati, I was embarrassed of everything. Now, no. I'll go compete with any normal person. I'm not ashamed. I just have to get the self-consciousness part out of my head. And when I get it out of my head, I can maneuver in society fine. But that's something I've always struggled with, is my appearance, my self-confidence, and my wardrobe. Like, I don't want to look like or live like that. And you don't have to if you really don't want to. I don't want to, and I sure don't live like that. I make sure that I'm presentable, and I always have something I can wear presentable. My shoe game needs to get better. But you can if you pay attention, you can see the men who are doing good, the men who are doing what they're doing. Men who know how to live within or below their means. And that's so important today. You have to live poor. I don't care what you make, you have to live like you're poor. Sorry, guys. Men are winning. And when the mainstream figures this out, oh boy, you guys better fucking buckle down and draw your line in the sand. Do you know how many industries us collectively of men have bankrupted and shut down? Big round of applause. I salute each and every one of you for doing this. Now, if we can get the fast food industry to crumble, yes. Yes. You gentlemen should take pride in the fact that you have single-handedly destroyed the floral industry, the jewelry industry, the bridal industry, the housing industry is gone. I mean, everything. You should be very, very proud because now you have the money, you have the control, you have all the options. Get rid of those stupid businesses. What a scam and what a joke. Congratulations, men, for keeping your money in your wallet and letting these things burn and rot like they're supposed to. If you knew what the symbology means with a wedding and a ring and the words that you speak, because you don't know the actual Latin meanings or the origins of the words, a wedding. And that's not to talk about like the small businesses, the local ones that you've crushed. All these stupid women with their dumb little shops everywhere. Nobody cares about no stupid dumb tie-dye shirt that costs 8 cents and you're selling it for $40. Nobody cares about 10 different kinds of stupid soap that you just bought, added scent to it, and are selling it 10 times the cost. Nobody cares about some stupid little basket gender weaving shop that you pay $10,000 a month rent for. No, I'm glad that you men have done this. I'm proud. I'm proud. Let them burn. Let them sit there empty and vacant. Nobody going to talk about the victories, but I'll talk about the victories, damn it. Every industry is females, and if they're miserable, go into Kroger and just watch the employees. And they got what they wanted, and they're miserable. They didn't want to be around no dudes, they got it. They didn't want to work with no dudes, they definitely got it. They're fucking miserable. You guys, I'm telling you, man, the dynamic is shifting. Keep staying to yourself. Keep being stoic. Keep moving in silence. Learn to just do what you need to do for yourself. Look, the leeches are going to be coming. The bums are already here. Drugs are going to get worse, okay? People's intentions are going to get worse. Another good analogy. Be like that tree or that sapling that somebody planted if you're in a park or if you just got a property and you did landscaping. You know how when that sapling starts out, any kind of weather is treacherous for it. It can snap, it can break, it can be shifted with its roots. You don't know. But the more that tree goes through in nature, the healthier and stronger it becomes. That's what men are slowly doing. And they hate it. Don't be like these other guys that act like they're one of us or try to show it. Don't be like them because they're fake. They're still out here LARPing. They want to simp. They want somebody living with them. They need a fucking female for whatever their stupid logical reasons are. They can't take care of themselves. Don't know how to be alone, period. Raised by women. Don't be like the chameleons, man. Don't be like them. And don't let them in your circle. Don't let them. Don't be friends with them. Things are really going to get interesting, men, when the older generation goes out. When the generation that destroyed us and destroyed my country and destroyed everything my grandparents gave their blood, sweat, tears, and their children for, when that generation is gone, watch what happens. And I don't care. I'm going to call it out. I know why we're in the predicament we're in. It's not the women. It's the boomers. They voted for it. These men voted for this to cater to the women. Don't get mad at the women. Get mad at the sip loser men. Those ones are the reason we're in the predicament we're in. Why you can't afford a house. Why you can't afford to go to the park. Why you can't afford to eat real food. Why you can't afford to wear actual clothing. They're the reason. That's why you shouldn't even rent from these people, man. Because you're paying their 401ks and you're paying their stupid retirement and all their luxury items. Why you have nothing. You can't even afford no ramen noodle to eat like you in jail. I despise the boomers and these old people. You guys make me sick. The only thing good from the boomers is if you can get an older person to be your doctor or anything in healthcare. That's the only beneficial thing about the boomers. I despise that generation. Child support came from them. No-fault divorce came from them. The housing market came from them. The destruction of the family housing came from them. They're the reason men have to have 10 jobs now. Where back in the day, one income. And then you got what was called the family fucking raise. Where you as a man, once you got married or whatever, your job gave you enough money to afford a house and your children. But see, the boomers voted to change these laws. Know your history. Those men right now are crumbling and suffering. They want you to think they're happy because of all their material things and whatever, but they're miserable. If you want to win this war and you want to keep living, you have to be that rock in the river that the water just flows right around above everything. You have to be that. And I'm telling you, if you just pay attention, you can see. You can see the wind. You can see the angst, the anxiety, the depression, and the complete lost. The lost look in these females' faces. They got what they wanted and they're miserable. I mean miserable. Pay attention, guys. Just pay attention when you're out in public and just look. See who the employees are and see what the management is. See the customer service. Men have walked away. They walked away. And you know something too that nobody talks about, but I will. Men are right. No man wants to fucking work for a woman. I sure as hell won't do it. I won't. I'm not going to be sitting there and be some kind of physical slave for more than I'm paid. I'm not going to be sexualized because I take care of my hygiene. I'm not going to be whatever because I shave or because I take a shower or because my street clothes or whatever. I'm not going to be put that way. I'm not going to be the one to sit there and be called or text and put in some kind of throttle or some kind of whatever BS. No, see, I don't do none of that. I refuse to do it. And the other thing too that about this is terrible. As a man, you try to go do certain things, whether it be in the medical industry and such, and you can't find a man. Look, I'm 40-something years old. I don't want to hear a fucking woman tell me about my prostate, about my fucking penis, my testicles, or anything. What the fuck? I don't need you. You're a woman. What the fuck do you know about it? That's the only downfall about this is when you need a man's opinion or you need a man's expertise, you can't find it because men have walked away. Ain't no woman gonna tell me about my private parts. No woman gonna tell me about prostate cancer, colon cancer, none of that shit. Just like I'm never gonna go telling a female about her vagina or her ovaries or anything. I'm not a woman. I don't know. But just do it, gentlemen. Just do it once when you're out. Just do it. Just stop for a second and look around and observe. And just see it. This is exactly why, guys, when you go to Kroger's, Walmart, Giant Eagle, IGA, Costco, whatever have you, and you see the stuff is like not stocked, or it's half stocked, or they got boxes in the middles of the aisles and all this stuff, it's because the women can't do it and don't want to do it. See, that's why all this stuff is falling apart, because y'all have taken your part and you're winning. We just have to understand there's going to be consequences for our victory. I don't care, though, because I'll open the box up and get what I need. They already got the price in the system. I don't need some lady to wait for some woman to do it. I got you. I got it. I'm fully capable of doing it myself. I don't need to go get no customer service, because I ain't going to get customer service. I'm going to get some angry, miserable chick, probably someone who hates white men, and it's going to make my day even worse. So I don't do it. That's a whole topic for a whole nother day. The absolute acceptability of hatred of white men. I'm going to talk about that real soon. Hey, and if you're listening to my video, you son, I know you're racist. I know you are, and other people have called me on my personal phone and my email told me you're racist. Get the fuck off my channel. Come talking to me like you're some righteous man and you're all this things and what you support and stand for. No, no, no. But gentlemen, take solace in the fact that you are winning. Look, victories don't always have to be extravagant. They don't always have to be on the news and social media. They don't always have to be flashy. A lot of victories go unnoticed. And that's the truth. How do you think the wars were won? They were won by unnoticeable victories. Yes, it's tough. It's tough. It could be stressful. It can cause anxiety. It can do a lot of things going out right now and doing stuff. I understand that. And that's just one of the things we have to accept and deal with because we're winning. I dare you to sit back and think about what I'm talking about. And hopefully you can see what I'm saying is real. See, men can figure out how to be minimalist and do without the extravagant money. Men can be comfortable without these things. See, men only need to do those things because you were fucking programmed to do it, so you have a stupid woman sucking you dry, a succubus sucking you dry. You were programmed and institutionalized into this is what's got to go on. But now everything's turned on its head. Men can do it, females can't. Plain and simple, it's the end of the discussion. You give a man a space with somewhere to sleep, a means to eat, quietness so he can think, and some form of entertainment. movie, game, internet, some form of entertainment, that dude's going to be happy and he's going to go about his life and you're not going to know it. He's not going to be a problem. He's not going to be flashy. He's not going to be trying to get all the females. No. But see, the other side of the coin, they can't live like that. I mean, because even when they do, what do, guys? Front camera face crying or showing off some stupid stuffed animal or I don't know what the hell they show off because I don't watch the crap. Maybe they're raptor claws or I don't know, feet pics. But you see the difference. There's the difference. They have to cope because they're miserable. They got to put on a fake up to make it. They got to fake up to make it. And nobody talks about this, and nobody's going to talk about the simple fact that if you're an actual man who functions, you're winning right now because you know you're comfortable. It's all about being comfortable and being content. And men were institutionalized and programmed to believing they had to have this kind of finance, this kind of wardrobe, this kind of car, this kind of environment, this kind of housing, this kind of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But now men have woken up and realized, like, wait a minute. I don't need all this crap. I don't need to do all this. I don't need all these clothes. I don't need this big of a space to live in. I don't need to pay this kind of rent or mortgage. I mean, yes. You have to just look and notice the victories, and you have to acknowledge the victories. And I know it's different for every place we live is different. I know that. And also demographically makes a difference. Like you live in a city, it's worse. You live in the suburbs or the country, rural area, I'm sure it's better living because people are different. And there's less racism. See, guys, I just sat here in peace and quiet, and I'm happy. Like I'm, like this is the greatest feeling, man. I can say what I want. I can kick back. And can't nobody do anything. Nobody can take this from me. Nobody can destroy it. Nobody can do anything. It's mine. Nobody can say anything about whatever I do. Nothing. See, guys, we're winning. We're winning. Look, we're not spending money. We're not showing off. We're just winning, and nobody's acknowledging it, man. It's great to be able to do this. Like, man, this is so amazing. You just sit back, relax, get some coffee, and you can make a video. Yes, I had to go through hell and fight and earn this. But that's my point. It's a victory. And nobody knows. Nobody knew I did this until I told you guys about this. Absolutely not. I didn't tell nobody when I found out about this. I kept it right to the vest. I didn't say a word to nobody. I found out in September of 2025 what was going to happen to me. I kept the paper and I kept that paper locked up like it was fucking Fort Knox. Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Men are winning because men are the ones who have to go through whatever first and then figure the solution or figure the path to navigate. And now here we are. And I think it's great. And I'm not talking about the men who are stuck in relationships or marriage. I'm talking about the men like us, or the men out in society who are on the teeter-totter, up and down, trying to figure if they want to get off or stay on. Like those guys need to see, like, wait a minute, over here, it's better. It's better, man. Look, if I wanted to, I could just lay down and make a video like this. This is what I'm saying. This is what we want. This is exactly what we want. Like I have my living room set the way I want it. I have all my posters up. I have my jerseys hung up. It's wonderful. It's to be away and not be connected or be in the matrix or be in the system and not caring and just being stoic is wonderful. It's the greatest sensation when I wake up in the mornings now. Because I don't partake in anything. I'm not controlled to a phone or not controlled to any kind of whatever. And I definitely don't have no females on the phone. Gentlemen, I can wake up. I can get out of bed. I can fold my stuff up. I got to take some medicine in the morning. I have to. I inherited something. So I got to take morning medicine. So I can wake up, I can do that. I make my coffee from scratch. I grind up my own coffee beans and I make my coffee. See, guys, we're winning. When you can wake up, there's nothing around or nobody, and your thoughts can be your thoughts, and your brain can actually wake up and function without being screamed or nagged or told you stink or told you can't. Look, I'm telling you, this is the way to win. This is the lifestyle. This is it. This is it. I can get whatever food I want to eat. I don't have to worry about something. I can cook the way I want to cook. I don't have to worry about somebody not liking garlic or the smell of garlic. I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I'm not beholden to anything. See, that's what I mean, guys. We're winning. Like, really, we're winning. If you can understand to let go, like I said in my other video, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. It's the God's honest truth, man. And yeah, not everybody drinks coffee. I get that, but I was just giving an example of myself. Like it's great. Like if I don't have stuff to do in the afternoon, I can literally close my blinds. And if it's a little whatever outside, I'll turn the air on to, dry the air out. I can sit back and watch a movie or I can watch a documentary. I can spend a couple hours and just let go. And then I can, when it's over with, I go about my day, whether it's go here, cook dinner. Like, I guarantee you, man, if you compare us to the female equivalent, man, look, ain't nobody going to want to be on that side. A single woman life or that kind of, I guarantee you, man, it's night and day difference to how we live. Night and day difference. They can't budget $10, let alone figure out how to feed themselves on $350 a month. They couldn't do it. And you know something too, men? I want you to take pride in this and pat yourself on the back. Do you know the average woman is disgusting? You know they don't clean. They're unhygienic. They do things to their bodies that cause problems. That's disgusting. I'm serious. You know the reason a lot of women have a lot of problems with their downstairs? Because they mess with it too much. And they do things to it too much. That's why women have a lot of boils and cysts. And they have a lot of odor problems. Because they do things they're not supposed to do. And they don't clean. They don't take care of themselves. Because women has fear of missing out. I might miss a notification. I might miss Chad wanting to sneak a link. You see, that's how they live their life. So they won't go in the bathroom unless it's to go get laid. They won't go wash themselves. They won't take care of their feet. They won't wash their privates. They don't worry about their underarms. Like where men do. Like because men care. Men care. They have self-respect, where a woman does not. So pat yourself on the back, guys. And that's just, you go in public. And I'm telling you, the average woman looks hit in the mouth. Like no soap, no deodorant, definitely no brushing the teeth. And the other thing too, a majority of women, man, they stink. They smoke cigarettes, man. They do this and that. They don't wash their vaginas. I can't deal with it, man. I don't know why you guys simp. I don't know why you chase that stuff. It's not right, man. Like, I'd rather never in my life again, man. No, no, no. I have self-respect. I don't care. But you guys have to see the victories that nobody talks about, man. Nobody talks about it. I guarantee you that's a big reason why women are intimidated by men. Because women know their shit stinks. And they know that men are clean and men can smell and see and hear. That's a big reason why women talk a lot of trash and do what they do. Because they're embarrassed of themselves and they just don't want to admit it. That's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. They're jealous of you and they're pissed off. Because the only time a female is going to properly do that is when she's getting laid. Other than that, it's a front. It's fake. You know how many women don't even wash their bras? They throw them in a corner and recycle them based on the odor. Look, when I moved, I had discovered that I had health problems I never knew about my entire life. Well, I got a caseworker. We'll call it whatever you want. And I can tell you this woman lives her life like that. Like, the only times that she's, properly presented or anything like that is either she just got some dick or she's going to get some. The other times, you can tell she ain't washed her hair. You can tell she just got up, threw something on, and put her hair in whatever. You can tell. And the other giveaway is that French bath. A French bath is when a man or a woman puts on a deodorant or cologne to mask the odor of themselves. Like, I know what, I see it and I know what's going on, and I'm just like, damn. I'm like, if I can spend 10 minutes, why can't you spend 5? I don't know what you guys see. I'm only telling you what I see. But these are victories, man. So that's a good thing. It means certain men are starting to stand on principles. Certain men are starting to stand on beliefs. It's going to get rough. It's going to get harder. And then we're going to have enough. And we're going to start doing our own things again to fix what we need fixed or to make things function the way we need them to function. And then you'll start to see the pendulum swing back, I mean. You'll start to, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen maybe in our lifetimes. I know my age, and I don't see it. I don't see it currently, but I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen because here's the other truth too. We are a third world country, and we are looked down upon by a lot of other people. So this isn't sustainable, and it's not. That's why I said it's gonna swing back. It's going to. I can't tell you when exactly, but it's going to. It's definitely going to change. At some point, it's going to change because the men are going to have what we need to function. Things are going to have to work the way they're supposed to work. So at a certain point in time, we will get back into certain things so we can function and live. It's not to benefit the dumb women, okay? Let's get that clear. It's going to be for our benefit. Now, are they going to change? I don't know if they're going to change. I know there's a lot of fakeness going on because they can't pay their bills, so they want someone to pay them for them. So I definitely don't believe in any of that. Like, if I can tell you in my personal experience, if a female was to try to start flirting or I actually thought she liked me and whatever, I already know it's dead because I'm not supporting anybody, especially a woman. I'm not doing it. You're not sleeping on my couch. You're not sleeping in my bed. You're not eating my food. You're not using my internet. It's not happening. I am not the free bank food store, and I am not the LGHD TV community emotional tampon. No, sir, you got the wrong man. Reviving the Real News don't play. I'm the emotional tampon for nothing. I can care less. You voted for this. You wanted it. You got it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care you can't eat. I don't care you can't get your... I could care less, because what I'm seeing is the men winning. What I see is the men are the ones going home, and when the door closes, they're like, oh, hell yes. And they turn on the music, turn on the game, whatever it is, cook something to eat, and they are just content and happy. Because we winning. See, men are starting to stand on something. It ain't got to be religious or whatever, but men are standing on something, and I like it. I do like it. I like the fact that when I go out, I got to hear the simple fact that they are mad because they're getting no attention, no one's on their phone, they're in debt, and they have to work 3 or 4 jobs to do whatever they're doing. I enjoy the victories that I'm seeing, you guys, and I think it's wonderful. I take pride when I'm at the store and I can see a dude has whatever kind of groceries, and then the total comes, he pulls out the card or the cash, and he's cool, calm, on the just like the other side of the pill, cool, calm. I can spit an Eminem verse, but I won't do it. But yeah, man, watching that guy be cool, calm, and get his business done, and then go out the store, no huffing, no puffing, no whore talk video about the receipt or how much it shocked me. And then I'm over here looking at this, and this chick over here got 3 items and it's $115. Because you dumb bimbos don't know how to shop. I don't care anymore. The name brands can go chalk themselves unless it's like a yellow sticker clearance, and then I'll take it. You're dumb. You have to learn how to budget. That's why the victories, man. You have to see the victories you're gaining on people. They are so mad when you spend 100 whatever and you've got this many items, and then their bill is the same as yours and they've only got 3 items. See, you're winning. You're winning. But make no mistake about it, things are bad. Things are bad. Things aren't right. There's a lot of unjustness going on. But I'm here for the men. I don't care about nothing else. Anybody ever wants to talk to me, man, you can talk to me. Anybody ever wants to know something, just ask me. I've got some experience in some things. I know to do a few things. But gentlemen, as of April 19th, 2026, despite what the TV, radio, internet, what have you says and shows you, I'm telling you personally, I want you to know, you're winning and you have victories. Just because it's not being flashed around and shown off, that's irrelevant. I'm here to tell you, you're winning and you have victories on your notch belt count. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud to see men taking a stand. I'm proud to see men making things shift. I'm proud to the fact that you've made these people miserable because they got what they wanted. They took away everything from us, and we're the ones who are happy, content, and are surviving. It's amazing. Sit in peace and quiet. Or you could have the other side. Gentlemen, do the right thing and take a stand. Because if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. This has been Reviving Real News.